So as you can see, guys, this is a early 70s, I think it is, or late 70s Golf Mark 1 LS 1100, which we are doing a major conversion to a VR6, but leaving it looking like an LS Golf 1 when we finish with the chrome bumpers and everything else. There's the VR6 motor, very rough fit. We're busy manufacturing, as you can see down there, mountings over here, custom mountings. Moving along to this side over here, custom mountings to house it. Shocks are out there, gone in for some development there. As you can see, it's a little close on the bottom over there. The sump, we're going to raise the mounting over there a bit. Custom half shafts, discs front and back, bigger discs to cope with it. But as you can see, the car needs a new front end here. It's all bent and buckled, so we're going to be replacing this nose cone of it as well. As you see, come around here, car's riddled with rust. You'll see as I go around the car, it's got rust all over the place. You can see over there, you see the holes where the windscreen wipers are. We've got to do a bit of body work on it as well, but we've obviously stripped it down now and started sanding it and prepping it. You can see on the roof up there, there's my dustpan up there. But as you walk around with us, as you can see here, coming back, it's a two-door, which is really nice. You can see all the rust and the holes and things here. I suppose the guys overseas have got salt and things like that, because we're here in South Africa. You're going to look at it and go, is that all? It's enough for us. We're not really used to rust unless you're at the coast, but we're in the high veld in Johannesburg, as you can see. So there you can see the back springs are out, put discs on the back which never came out, and that's custom discs as well with calipers which we have got. You can see the interior is rough, as you can see, not the original steering wheel, but we will change all of that. As your interior, has your roof lining looking pretty sorry, as you can see inside. But a surface rust work we've got to work with there to sort out. Okay, moving around here to the back end, and you'll see in other photographs that we have, there's a collage of photographs we'll be posting as well of different facets and phases of where we are. You can see the rust here, sort of along the tailgate here and up. If you go in here, all that lip is rusted away. You can see it there. Okay, coming down here, just to give you an idea of the magnitude of what we're taking on, and the rust through here, and obviously in this channel here. And you'll probably all see that this back end's been cut for the later model Golf taillights, or rabbits as they're called overseas. We'll turn that back into original spec, close that, cut a new panel, put it in there, and turn it back to original spec. And you can see in here, by the boot, there's a fair amount of surface rust that we've got to deal with. All there, you can see the interior of the car there. You can see the roof lining is absolutely finished. We're replacing that. And if you have a look at least in the wheel well here, let's just lift this cover up here. You see a lot of surface rust which we've got to sandblast out and sort out and get that done. So not too bad. Done some panel beat work already. This side here was heavily smashed in, all the way in. I spent some time panel beating that all out, not yet perfected, but we'll get there. And you can see here, the rust is quite extensive on this side here, as apparent by this gaping hole which I can put my hands in, which we're going to be sorting out soon as well. But as you can see, yeah, we'll keep you up to spec and speed in terms of the progress. Show all you guys who are pros. Remember, we're not mechanics. We really are just doing it, and it's the first Golf we've ever done and putting a VR6 in it, so we're looking forward to the project. We're going to rip out all these horrible old rotten things here which are causing half the problem. Rip them all out, replace it, put sound deadening and all that kind of thing in it. As you can see here, going across to this side of the engine, in here, and on the other side you'll see here it's rusted through, if you can see in there. On the other side, much more pronounced. Got new boosters going in, whole lot of new components, custom radiators going in. And if I show you around this side here, You can see the holes here clearly right through. I don't know if I can pick it up on the video. So this whole section here we're going to have to cut out and replace as well. But yeah, when it's done, it's going to be pretty attractive. The fenders and things, you've probably going to see pictures of that as we've been spraying them and prepping them and all the rest of it. Yeah, very nice. It's going to be an awesome little vehicle when it's finished. It's going to be a little pocket rocket when it's done. And the client who owns this is a lady in her 60s, and she is an absolute speed merchant. She drives a Lumina SS, if you guys know, a black one, which is chipped and specced, and that thing can do some chronic speed. And I'm speaking of correction there, 300 kilometers per hour. So really a wild child, red hair, and she's really a speed freak. She's going to enjoy this as well. And I'll show you in other videos the custom half shafts and things we've had developed for it, and other components as well. So those of you wanting to do this kind of conversion, if you're following this and you follow all our videos on this, we'll give you a lot of pointers and tips and things that we're trying that we know will work, and that's the thing. So if you want to do it and you can do it yourselves, great. Otherwise, if you want us to do it, just let us know, send us a message if you're in this part of the world. But it's going to be an awesome project that's finished. Golf MK1 that we're doing into a VR6, which you can see there's a motor sitting. We were discussing this front nose cone, which I'm sure if you have a look at it, you'll see it's pretty buggered. It's in a mess. So we ordered a new one. Luckily, we found new old part stocks, try and speak English. And you'll see we've started the stripping process. Good old right here, stripping the welds, seam welds from the factory, stripping it out, starting to strip it so we can take it out and put it in. And there's our tools of torture right there to remove it carefully without damaging too much, so we can put in the new piece. And the new piece is lying here. Exciting parts lying here. You might not pick it up with the reflection of the sun. As you can see, here it is in the car. So we're going to stick in the new piece, and that's going to be pretty awesome when that's in. So yeah, a lot of work we've got to do just to chisel out this whole nose cone. We've got a lot of seams, as you can see in there, we've got to get to, and seams down there all along and underneath as well, under the front, all the way along there, across to the other side. We've got to split all this out. Started over here as well, just to see how it would go. As you can see in there, trying to split out the welds in here from the factory, go around the sides down here, all the way around here, again in the back of there, all the way down there, all the way along the front, all the way along, and take the whole nose off. And after we've done that, we're going to take the motor out, start giving you some videos and showing you what those mountings look like, some modifications to be made. I'll show you what they look like. Got to get in there, and you see the bad welding right there in the background. Take that plate out, see what the problem is there, fix it, grind it flat, put a new plate in if we have to. Yeah, and the progress goes on, guys. I hope you stay tuned, hope you enjoy the videos, and hope you learned something. And if you haven't, or you know more than me, please send us some messages and say you're doing it wrong or you're doing it right. We're too happy to learn. I hope you enjoy it. Ciao for now. Hey guys, so little Mark 1 Golf again, if you all remember. So what we've done now is cut this nose off, so we can work easier. And the nose was, as you remember in the previous video, was not in the best condition. So what we still got to do, and if I come down here, is we're going to brace it from there to over there, so that we don't have the nose shift around. Otherwise lining it up would be a problem. Then we're going to cut this piece out and replace it with a new one, and then you can get a good view under the wiring here. If I move it away, mounting, which we're going to take out and make sure that it's all lined up and correct that we've made. And you can see here, if I move this out the way, there's the other custom mounting there, which we're going to take. So obviously this is early stages now, where we're lining things up, adjusting and making things. Once that's done, powder coated, treated lovely, put in custom made bushes inside. Yeah, so it gives us better access to the whole front end. And you can see the old one lying there, cut out, a bit of a mess, but it is what it is. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something. Send us some comments, look forward to hearing from you.